Good morning. It is Sunday, June 28th. This is Stormy with Flora's Garden. I just want to do an update. It's been a while. It's been really hot, and I haven't been really coming outside and doing much out here. But everything is doing really well. There is a shot of the spaghetti squash. It's going pretty crazy. Lots of new squash in here. I just harvested maybe 10 squash the other day. And they're just so beautiful. We have some jackby little pumpkins starting to come in. They're not going up the trellis, so I might put something else up the trellis. Maybe another round of green beans. Tomatoes are doing wonderful. We've been eating some cherry tomato, mostly cherry tomatoes, and some other tomatoes. Whatever. And either way, Flora comes out here first thing in the morning and she eats all of them. So we could probably have a whole lot of tomatoes and I wouldn't know it. Watermelon that we planted is struggling a little. But the volunteer watermelons out here are doing really well. So we'll see. Hopefully we get something. Here is that what is this? This is the funny face pumpkin. Totally ripe and ready to go. I'm going to harvest this soon. I'm going to make some pumpkin soup. And there's another little one starting to form down over there. So that's cool. It's doing really well in the heat. It's trailing out that away. Lemons will be coming soon. So that's exciting. You can see over here the gladiolas are blooming and they're just so pretty. The peppers are struggling in the heat. Once it gets past, like, I don't know, 95 or so, they kind of shrivel up and go into survival mode. But there are some peppers out here. We could get a batch of chili with these. Some of these I'm going to rip out. The two tall pepper plants are purple bell pepper, but as you can see, excuse me, honey, they don't get much bigger than this, and they don't really seem like they're worth making space for. So I'm going to rip out some of them. This here is a shishito pepper. They come out and they like dry up and die right away. I'm going to rip that out. Put more banana peppers in here, I think, because we seem to use those a lot. Honey, don't pick the limes. She loves picking the stuff in the garden. Let's see. Pickling cucumbers are doing okay. This blend of lettuces is just doing so well in the heat. It was, I don't know, 105 here a couple of times this past week, and next week it's all supposed to be in the hundreds again, and it's just going strong, so that's nice. Beans, we've been harvesting beans like crazy. Right now there aren't any. Like I said, it's been hot this week. The corn, some of the corn needs to be pulled out. Some of it has died. The dwarf died, I think. Though I have been able to eat a couple of the ears, and they are so delicious. Just right off the plant, just fantastic. Fantastic corn. So you see here, the blue Hubbard squash, these huge leaves. It's just remarkable. And so the artichoke blooms here. So that's fun. The apple tree has died pretty much, which I didn't have big hopes for it anyway. Well, I had big hopes for it, but you know, you can be realistic about not everything is gonna make it. So over here, this little patch is still doing good. The basil here is doing really well. I gotta trim off the flowers. All of the dill is blooming here. The tomatillos are doing great. This is like a little mini tomatillo forest. And back here are the honeydews and watermelons, and the vines are just going crazy. They just, I don't know, I just happened to find the best spot for them. You know, that gets all morning shade and then sun in the afternoon, and these, they just love it. So hopefully we get a lot of honeydew and cantaloupe this year. The asparagus is doing really well. We have all these new spears coming up. They're not ready for harvesting. They'll harvest next year, but the plants are doing really well. And both the crowns I put in and the starts that I got on clearance, it's all coming up, which is nice. And here comes Scooter out of the corn. He loves hanging out in the corn. Hi, buddy. So our whitefly problem has all but disappeared, which is nice. But now we're starting to see those Japanese beetles, which I've never had to deal with before. And you see our zucchini jungle here. And we're eating zucchini regularly, and it's delicious. I'm really happy that the plants are doing this well for this long. Let's see, cauliflower. Cauliflower is still going. At this point, it's more of a sacrificial plant because it's just covered in aphids, and it's just, I don't care. So, here's the golden raspberries and the Armenian cucumbers. Doing pretty good. We've been getting some cucumbers off of that. The other cucumbers are just totally struggling and drying out and dying right now. It's just too hot. This one, I think, is the lemon cucumber, which is doing a little better. And over there, you can't even tell. It's just cucumber death. So here, I'll leave you with, we have another round of strawberries coming in. And Flora also comes in here first thing in the morning, and she usually eats them all, so I'm surprised to see a couple of red ones in here. Yes, strawberries. So I guess they're going to get picked now. Anyway, there's our update. Hopefully I won't wait too long for the next one, because hopefully we'll get some cooler weather and we'll be starting to get some tomatoes. But thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next time.